Johnny, what do you think about what's currently going on in the state of the world? You talking about wars and stuff? So I'm not a very political person, but what I've learned is wars and rumors of wars for believers, it actually calms them down. What? Wait, think about it. The whole world is kind of panicking when we go into war, but why does it calm believers? Right? You turn on the news, there's missiles, they're fighting for land, and people are threatening each other, and the war is breaking out. It's unfolding in front of our eyes. And then what do you start to think? Oh my gosh, the world is falling apart. But remember what Jesus said 2,000 years ago. What did he say? Let's go to Matthew 24, verse 6, KJV. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Jesus didn't say some wars might happen. He said they will happen and they must come to pass. They have to. Right? So wars don't prove the Bible is wrong. It actually proves that it's right. And that's comforting for me. When I see war, I know that sounds crazy, but I go, you know what? God's right. He knew. The Bible confirms this. Before the end comes, there's going to be all kinds of stuff. Think about like when you watch a movie, right? You know, like the ending's probably going to end in a certain way. Let's say you watch a scary movie and you already know in the end, the good people will prevail, the evil people will die off, whatever. But there's like scenes that show up where it's intense, where it makes you jump out of your seat, right? Whether it's chaos, whether it's horror films, whatever it is, drama, like you feel it, it makes you cry. But then you don't panic because of that. You may feel a little like, whoa, but why don't you panic? Because you know how the story ends. In the same way, Bible-believing Christians, they already know the ending. We prevail. That's why it's so calming, right? So the world sees chaos. We see confirmation, different seas. The world will see chaos. Oh my gosh. But people who are not of the world, believers, are like, ooh, this is confirmation. Yep. Look, watch. God's going to work now. And then when you look at the same chapter, Matthew 24, verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation. That's what's happening right now. Kingdom against kingdom. That's what's happening right now. And they shall be famines, pestilences, earthquakes in diverse places. Many places, it says, right? Do you guys understand? The problem in the world is not politics. It's sin. Sin is a broken world with broken people trying to fix things in their broken ways. Do you think an imperfect person can produce perfection? No, that's why they all need to turn to God. Amen. Wars don't start with governments. It starts in the heart of sinners, people who are sinners. So it starts with sin. Wars is just physical chaos, sure, but it starts in the heart. It starts with sin, right? When sinful hearts, as it says in James chapter 4, verse 1, they want control, they follow their lust, etc., etc. That's when you go to war because they're trying to control people. That's just what it is at the end of the day. Amen, guys? So the most grounding verse that you need, if you're afraid of the future right now, if you're afraid the economy is going to collapse, don't worry about it because John 16:33 is so clear. It says, these things have I spoken unto you that you might have peace, right? In the world shall be, meaning will be, tribulation, trying times, but be of good cheer. I overcame the world. This is red lettering Jesus speaking, Yeshua the Messiah. He is saying, yes, there's things that's going to happen. But don't be afraid. Actually be peaceful because I overcame it all. Guys, we fight from victory, not for victory, right? That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. People see it as tribulation. We see it as triumph, right? Different T's. Amen. This world is not peaceful. It's not. But Jesus was victorious in this world. Amen. Think about Jesus. He was in a storm. And what was happening when the storm was raging? Peter was like, do you not care? And then he was like, sleeping. There's chaos everywhere. People are going to die and he's sleeping. At the end of the day, why would you be afraid of tomorrow if God already handed you eternity today, right? The only thing is you don't believe. That's the problem here, right? It's just how it is.